novel role. Despite George Stephanopoulos' continued absence from the broadcast, GMA Weekend host Janai Norman surprised fans with a segment on Wednesday. To share on Facebook, click the button. George Stephanopoulos has been temporarily replaced as the weekend host of Good Morning America by Janai Norman. Wednesday morning, GMA viewers were welcomed by anchor Janai rather than George, as Janai began discussing Gwyneth Paltrow's trial for an alleged 2016 ski accident. She was introduced. She spoke in place of George, giving further information on the matter. The other anchors made the decision to see what happens when the trial started after the 2-minute section. They did not specify a time frame for George's return to the morning show, though. For the past few days, George has been absent from his job. Fans, though, were overjoyed to see Janai take over for him. "It's too lovely first thing in the morning," one person wrote. RT at Janai Norman at Summer Theodore. Another person commented, at GMA at Janai Norman is so freaking cute. She possesses the it element. In an Instagram post, George's wife, actress Ali Wentworth, explained where he and his family had gone when they were once again absent from GMA on Tuesday. Whit Johnson, a weekend host, replaced Robin Roberts and Michael Strahan as the primary co-anchor. Whit took George's place on Monday since he was also not present. George had only been on the show on Friday, so fans were curious as to where he was. It's also not clear when he will be back on the show. On Sunday, Ali, 58, shared a picture of her 62-year-old husband and their 2 daughters on Instagram. George and his children might be seen in the picture lounging on a boat against a really lovely backdrop. The former Democratic advisor slept with his head on an orange life jacket and was dressed in a white t-shirt and beige khaki shorts. Their other child was lying across from them with a baseball cap concealing her face, while one of his girls was curled up between his legs using a life jacket as a pillow. "All Sundays should feel like this," Ali wrote as the post's caption, though she did not specify where they were. Will Reeve awkwardly left his co-host speechless when he joked that George could bench press 500 pounds. The sports focus play of the day was ready to begin when the program returned from one of its later commercial breaks. To begin the piece, Michael handed it to Will and referred to one of the headlines as a dream come true for a 21-year-old. "Yeah, Michael, I feel like I could press 500 pounds this morning." At the start of the segment of the show, Will made a joke. "Let's start this." Before diving into baseball news, Will said. Later, while Will was finishing up, Robin said something that made him giggle. She questioned Will, "What was that about 500 pounds bench press?" After her jab, the anchor responded with a joke, "Yeah, I feel strong." He then turned to face George. "I heard someone at the desk, I believe it was George, can bench 500 pounds, Will remarked. George laughed uncontrollably and shook his head no. He pointed to Robin and questioned, "Or was it you?" He made a joke while glancing in Michael's way, "Or maybe it was you." "It's not me," exclaimed Robin while laughing. "It wasn't me," Michael exclaimed while laughing. "It wasn't me either," George added. "Well, you won't see any of us trying it now," Michael said in jest. Fans claim the GMA host didn't look like her in a photo Ali tweeted last month of her and George together. On Instagram, she shared a photo of the two of them. They were standing side by side in it. Ali was standing extremely close to George and had her arm over his neck. George had wind-blown hair and stubble. Fans were astonished to see him in shorts and a loosely buttoned-down shirt because he always wears suits on television.